January 12th, 2024. It's the Wrestling Inc. podcast. I'm Glenn, joined by Flobo and Issa. And tonight, we're here to talk about SmackDown. First and foremost, going to be looking for news and updates, hoping that Austin Theory and Carmelo Hayes are okay after the ref stoppage on that match tonight. That was a brutal collision of heads hitting the mat.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought it was kind of part of the show, but there was a quick end, no contest, and hope the best for them. As I'm looking at Twitter or X right now, no real definitive answer, but
yeah,
hoping everyone's okay.
No, absolutely. Before we go into SmackDown, what else is going on in the news? What's happening in the world of wrestling?
Well, let me tell you, one of my all-time favorite wrestlers, I'm actually serious, Sheamus may be on a path to being back after being sidelined with an injury way back in August. In fact, it's been so long that Brawling Bruce seems to be fraying out the seams. It looks like Sheamus would be on path to be back around the Royal Rumble. Why not? 30 men, 30 women, perfect time to get yourself back in the mix. Also seen as a long shot to go to WrestleMania, it is something that has eluded him because he always wanted to be IC champion, and other Rumble women could put him close to that pantheon. But what do you guys think about Sheamus coming back into the fold on Friday nights?
Issa?
I missed him. I don't know why you had to say that. I'm actually being serious. I love Sheamus. I think he's so underrated, not talked about enough. One of my favorites. Probably up there in the big meaty men slapping meat department for me.
Oh yeah.
I love Sheamus. I've actually have missed him. I was actually thinking the other day about just those banger matches that he gave us, that triple threat with Drew and Gunther at WrestleMania, the Clash at the Castle, incredible matchup with Gunther. There's so much that you can still do with Sheamus, which is crazy because there's a part of you that feels like he's done it all. And there's a part that you remember, no, he actually hasn't. There's still a lot of stories that you can tell. And I'm looking forward to his return. But like you said, Flobo, I will save it for the Rumble, for the pop. You know, I feel every return, every debut, anything that you have going on right now, just hold your horses for 2 weeks and let us get some really good surprise returns at the Rumble.
Yeah.
That man needs to be IC champion. I love Gunther too, man, but like with his spinal stenosis, we don't know how much time Sheamus has. Just give him the belt. Just one night, man, please.
And surprise people, come back like with a tan or something.
Oh, Sheamus with a tan would be surreal.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
That'd be surreal. It's like one of those like One Piece characters, you know, the seaside tan.
No, it's gonna look like an MJF tan. We don't want that.
No, I love Sheamus. It'll be good to see him back. Hope he's.
They're still in Long Island. Yeah.
What else is going on in the news?
Well, how about this, man? Bo Dallas, aka Uncle Howdy, has been in talks with WWE for have more Bray Wyatt content. We all know that Bray Wyatt had an untragic end here about almost a couple months ago, and WWE has been doing right by them by forwarding those merchandise sales to JoJo Offerman, his wife, I believe, and her family, and also signing Bray Wyatt to a Legends contract. But this may be the next step of Bray Wyatt's legacy, so we may see some video content revolving the Eater of Worlds. Would you guys think about this one?
I'm super excited for it as well. I've been watching what he's been posting on his YouTube channel, which, you know, my YouTube algorithm is crazy because I fall down a lot of different rabbit holes. So for that one to find its way into my recommended a couple of weeks ago without me going out to look for it, I actually really enjoyed it. I am excited for hopefully anything that he can do. I don't know how you carry this legacy without taking over, but there's gotta be a way to like pay the respect without it feeling like you're trying to replace Bray, because Bray is just completely unreplaceable. It's just never gonna happen. But I do think there's a way that creatively, with a good team behind him, and we still have the people that Bray had there to help him with his creative as well, give that to Bo and figure out a way to make this a continuation and not necessarily here's this, so be happy. You know what I mean? There's gotta be a tasteful way to do it.
It should be something original in the spirit that honors it and carries on the legacy. I mean, of course, Bo being Uncle Howdy, I think there's some opportunity there. And I think as long as it's done respectfully and tastefully, that it'll be well received by the fans. I mean, it's hard to believe, you know, Bray. I mean, yeah, that it's still crazy to think that Bray Wyatt's no longer with us.
Oh, absolutely. And then Bray Wyatt passed away at the age of 36, which is, I know the prime demographic of wrestling fans are younger than that, but that's still incredibly young. I mean, being a dad, having a family, and passing before the age of 40. But to your point, and I wonder, what is the balance between honoring somebody, giving them a tip to the cap versus cash grabs, right? The closest thing I think about, and I know I don't want to compare these things to, is like the Owen Hart tournament, the cup over in AEW. It's like, on one hand, that's great, but I can see someone from the outside going, why are we having this tournament with commercial advertising, all that stuff to support Owen Hart? So it's kind of it's a thin line to walk there for sure.
Yeah. I mean, and let's not forget, Bo Dallas had a long run in WWE NXT before that. It's not like they're just bringing in someone with no attachment. It's actually, it's quite funny to think about that he was doing the Uncle Howdy character, and in that capacity working with WWE, given everything that he'd done previously, supporting his brother, given on screen that they never really played that up before.
Do you think if they figure out a way to unveil him as Uncle Howdy, he can continue on with that? You know what I mean? Like in that kind of realm with the Uncle Howdy story that Bray never got to tell, but in a different perspective?
Personally, I think it can work, but you have to basically start over, which sucks because all that time has passed and it's kind of wasted because Uncle Howdy was a supporting character. It can be done, but the thing I have about spooky gimmicks, I think the tours are end, right? We are kind of bored of Darby Allin, House of Black is whatever, Karrion Kross, we'll get to that later. Right. So it has to be something fresh, but it's definitely possible.
I mean, the Paul Bearer angle that they did with the urn after his passing, the ashes, I mean, that was probably as far as you can push something like that. Although with Bray, I mean, it is, if Bray were still with us, I think they would have no problem doing something. And I think we advocated for this on this podcast. We talked about the spirit of the Fiend can inhabit different people. You could do things with that, but it's so tough to do that tastefully though, without it seeming like they're just exploiting the memory.
Yeah. I mean, he was alive when Alexa Bliss got taken with the spirit of the Fiend. We all complained about that. No offense to anyone.
It was the black, the black liquid. I think that everyone was just like, that was a very weird spot. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. But I think anything that helps, the people he left behind, his family, I think is ultimately a good thing.
True.
Yeah. Anything else in the news?
In the news today, those are the things that we have slotted in there. We're just trying to figure out what's going on with Carmelo and Austin Theory. Hopefully, if we get an update, we'll get back to that. But it has been under the bright lights of Lincoln, Nebraska. It's SmackDown. Let's go, baby.
And tonight, man, Cameron Grimes.
Who?
Once again.
I was so happy. I was so happy that this happened, Glenn. I'm sorry. No,
what?
I'm not sorry. I was so happy.
What? Wait a minute. Why?
Because nobody wanted to see that match.
I did. They announced Cameron Grimes versus Grayson Waller, and I'm like, this is the Grimes comeback to the moon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's like, we want to come back for Cameron Grimes, don't we?
Don't we? We.
That's what I'm asking.
No, but you look. I'm just gonna say this: you are in a bad slot in WWE, and this not great for Grayson Waller either. When you're booked in a match that doesn't get to happen, when you're booked in a match that's there to be interrupted or ambushed, that is not a good place on the card to be.
I'm trying to think the last person that sold Kobe besides John Cena was what Adonis? Ashanti the Adonis. And last week he disappeared again. He came back last week to disappear again. I don't know. Look, when it comes to people like Cameron Grimes, it's very apparent that he's struggling. But at least I want him to fail while giving 100%. You don't even get the guy a chance to fail. It's kind of like, why even bring him out there? I couldn't have been anyone else.
Yeah. Man, so Cameron Grimes.
All right, he's a dang.
And Grayson got attacked by Solo and Jimmy Uso, who then hijacked the segment with Paul Heyman to complain about Nick Aldis and the Royal Rumble, Roman facing 3 opponents.
I love Nick Aldis. He's great.
Yeah, he's great.
Well, I don't, and I voiced my opinion about this last week, so I'm glad that Paul Heyman came out there and spoke some truth to the injustice that's happening with Nick Aldis as the new GM. He needs to put on his gear and get some.
Okay, wait a second. What do you think? Okay, in your mind, what is a just and valid main event for Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble.
There's nobody at his level, so we should just give him the night off.
that is the worst idea I've ever.
So in your in
Oh, don't work so hard, Roman.
in your heart and in your mind, Issa, Roman Reigns should show up once a year on SmackDown just to wave to the people, come out like a beauty queen with the parade wave.
Oh, he can show up like 5 times a year. Well, let me see, like
take
once
the night off.
every
Royal
8
Rumble.
weeks or
Take
so.
the night
Once
off.
every 8 weeks. He's giving the opportunity for people to step up, and they're getting. And what's Cameron Grimes doing with that?
Cameron Grimes tried to step up.
While
tonight.
Roman Reigns is gone.
Yo,
No. Serious though. I just like upsetting people. I think the Fatal 4. I did tell you guys last week. I do think the Fatal 4-way is gonna be amazing. I love that 3-way that we got last week, and I think they're gonna kill it. But we all know who's gonna win. They're gonna get smashed.
The real question I have is 7 days of you blocking Nick Aldis, though. Has that changed? Have you unblocked him?
No, he's not getting unblocked.
Wow.
Well,
okay.
and Paul Heyman tonight, though. Paul Heyman saying Roman's going to lose that title in the Fatal 4-way because like they're going to.
Which means he's winning. Come on,
Yeah.
Glenn. It's opposite day.
Paul Heyman carries this relationship much more than Roman does with the bloodline.
Excuse me, how do you know how much Roman has to carry? This man is calling him at random times of the day and the night, freaking out with things that have nothing to do with Roman Reigns. So Roman Reigns has to deal with these phone calls.
He just sends us a voicemail. He's like, this could have been a text.
Yeah, but then he keeps texting and then he keeps blocking. Roman gets a new phone and somehow Paul Heyman gets it. I know how this goes.
No matter how many times the numbers change, East has a direct line to the tribal chief.
But this was a good segment, and it's at the main event tonight where it was going to be the Bloodline versus AJ, Randy, and LA Knight. But Roman's not there, so they had to find a third. We'll talk about what happened.
And then LA Knight randomly started bleeding backstage for no
Oh, come on. One guy just spontaneously busts open
Stigmata.
one time.
Stigmata.
No. Nada. LA Knight alone.
They're like, LA Knight, you're in the main event. Boom.
That's cold. That's cold, man.
Los Lotharios.
Hey.
Where did the Lobos tattoos go? What happened to the tattoos?
I know.
Were they stickers?
Los Lobos Locos. Where's the?
Stickers.
They
They
never
were
said it was
freaking
tattoos.
stickers. They had stickers on. How old are
Yeah.
we? 12? Well,
What?
I listen. What happened to those Lobos tattoos?
I like them.
And that is not #not my legado.
No, la gana real. It's legit.
No,
I like it.
no.
Yes.
No. Glenn, what do you
Your
think?
legado?
Is this your legado?
No.
Oh, come
Thank
on.
you.
Are you
Thank
kidding
you.
me?
Thank
Wait.
These are los Lobos Locos.
Listen. I was there for
Read the chat, bro. Los Lobos Locos.
No. I was there for the original Legado de Fantasma, and I get it. I think Santos Escobar is amazing. I love how he is into tradition or whatever. But Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo look legit. They are bigger. They are stronger. They have the legacy tangent with their family. Santos said it on commentary. Legado de Fantasma has been losing. They've been taking most of the pins. Why not ship them off to Carlito Land for
First
a
of
bit?
all, how
I'm
can
on
you
board.
On anything Santos said when he had 4 different prints going on up here. It was too distracting for anybody to pay attention to anything he was saying. You do not put that many prints on Santos Escobar.
I mean, it was better than what people like Aldis has on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't pay attention
look
to Nick
nice.
Aldis. Unless he gets in the ring and gets speared and Superman punch, I have nothing of interest when it comes to Nick Aldis.
Wow.
I like Legado Dos. Maybe I'm the only
That's
person on the
not
planet.
Legado. Don't call them legados.
Legados is that's what they are.
No,
'Cause
call
they're
them
more
something
legit
else.
than
Call them
LWO
something
right
else.
now.
Call them los
What-
Lobos
what?
Locos.
No,
Call them
I'm
los-
not, that
No,
doesn't make, they're not actual
They're
wolves.
not
They're
legado.
not
They will
wolves.
never be legado.
They're not wolves.
They
are
are
wolves.
wolves. The
Come
next time there's a
on.
full moon during SmackDown, just you wait.
Yo, I'm ready.
Ah, humbug. Both of you. I like this segment. I like the group. I like
You
Santos,
would.
these guys.
You would.
I would, yes.
So what did you think of the match? Zelina coming out, being out there, Carlito coming out, and Los Lobos Locos getting the win.
First of all, it's Legado
Who got the
Fantasma.
wing, Glenn? Who got the wing, Glenn?
Los
And
Lobos
second
Locos.
of all, here's the problem we were having with Legado, right? We weren't, or with Legado Classico. I don't know what they call them now. They went to NXT. They're in the tag team Dusty Classic for that reason. They get that rehab because on Friday nights they can't get the win. You want to support this team? You want to say they're legit? They can't buy a dub. And Selena going out there only reminds me she hasn't won a match in months either.
I didn't say that was my LWO either, but I'm saying those two are not my legado, okay? This is all like somebody went shopping at the TikTok shop, and that's what they got, some drop ship themes.
Wow.
Got sent to them, okay?
Not even Wish, bro.
Damn.
I was very happy. I was very happy to see Carlito come out.
Not even Temu. Wow.
Yo.
TikTok shop. Savage.
No, we'll get to Timo later because there was an invitation that was even more disrespectful than what we saw here. However, I was happy to see Selena out there. I just feel bad. She comes out there fronting with her LWO to Santos and then they lose. But I was also happy to see Carlito. He's still going after Santos. I'm a big Carlito fan. I thought that was weird how they took that match off Survivor Series. I want to see it. So run it. Because we never got it.
Well, since I'm the only person on the planet who actually likes this, I also say this. When Legado Original were feuding with Hit Row, remember that group? I like the fact that Santos was like, look, I do this for the heritage of Lucha. And because you guys are telling me, not you guys, but wrestling's telling me Dragon Lee is the future of Lucha. I like the fact Santos is like, I'm connected to these two guys.
Ain't nobody
because
talking about Dragon Lee. Please don't make this worse than what
it is pretty bad. But I like the fact that Santos is like, look, I like Hector Garza. I know Angel Garza, and they're not Dragon Lee. So come on, give him a chance.
Give who a chance?
Santos Escobar, Angel Garza.
I will give Santos a chance by himself, the way that he should be. Not with the wolf.
Legado. Okay.
That's not my legado.
They
need to come out to some Menudo song.
Menudo, like Pretty Deadly, but for the Spanish market.
Yeah, just come out to Fuego, or I mean, there's a lot of good Menudo jams.
Súbete a mi lobo, a new version.
We haven't talked about Menudo enough on this podcast recently.
I know it's just like really bad, and then he says Dragon Lee, like if we weren't going downhill enough.
Isn't Dragon Lee an LWO? What's the point?
No, he's not.
He is. He's an LWO.
No, excuse me. Listen, I was there tattoo night. I know the people that were present that night.
And you're Dragon Lee.
Dragon Lee lost this week, and Dragon Lee gets L, and so does LWO. So he's part of LWO.
No, he's not.
Damn.
He's part of, I don't know, NXT.
Anyhow,
it's a birthday week. I can't argue.
Yeah, can't argue. It's birthday week. Happy birthday week, Issa. Anywho.
Thank you.
Nick Aldis was backstage with Carmelo.
Why?
Because I think Carmelo. It's weird. Bringing him up though, which it seemed like they were doing, but he's in the Dusty with Trick. He's still got a story with Trick. I don't know. Like, this is a very weird time with NXT and call-ups, but it was nice to see Carmelo.
Maybe he's trying to save money. Maybe he's trying to buy a house or something. Maybe he's trying to make more money, so he's everywhere.
I thought like he's there for asking for an advance or something.
I'm with you, Glenn.
Oh my god, that would be a great gimmick.
Ask him. No, that was like what the Falcon and the Winter Soldier show. I want to buy a boat for 6 weeks. Oh my god. It is weird with Carmelo because on Friday nights he feels like him from this year, whereas on NXT he's like, "Come on, Trick, please be my friend. Still, let's get some more matches."
He's gaslighting on NXT.
It's weird. It's a weird vibe. You know what I mean? Like I can't. Like if I'm watching SmackDown, let's say I'm an NXT fan, and my friend only watches SmackDown. We saw Carmelo. I don't feel comfortable being like, let's see him on Tuesday because he's a different character on Tuesdays. But I like this one. Why not put him in the Rumble?
Yeah, it's a different reality. Yeah. It's like DC movies versus TV.
Yeah. Come on, Trick. Be my friend in this Dusty Classic. Please.
And that set up the match with him and Austin Theory, which we'll talk about. Paul Heyman ran into the LWO backstage and gave Carlito an apple as a bribe.
Yeah. Beautiful, clean apple.
To try and get him in the main event. It's cute.
It was cute. But Carlito said, no, I want Santos Escobar. He says it so intense. The way he says Santos Escobar pops me every single time, and I don't know why. Santos Escobar. He's good.
It was good. I like Paul Heyman does very good comedy work. He's always very amusing. But we went from that then to a video from Logan Paul saying he's been in contact with his lawyer because of Kevin Owens using his cast to give him a black eye. This was really fun. Logan Paul is very good at these style promos.
Sure.
Yeah. He didn't come to Nebraska. Where were they? Okay, yeah, Nebraska. He couldn't come to Nebraska. And he's gonna sue over the black eye. That is such a Logan Paul thing. I think his lawyers are a little tied up with the crypto zoo stuff, but they'll free up eventually.
We'll see. This is good. Kevin Owens rebuttal, also good. It's fun. Yeah. KO show next week with Logan Paul.
I'm so excited for it to come back.
Yes. It's been a while.
Talk shows in wrestling. We never have enough.
Never enough. After that, Butch and Tyler Bate were having coffee.
What was this?
The tease for Pete Dunne coming back.
Yeah.
Tyler Bate said, you're going to make your name, but what name will it be? And then fade to black.
Yeah. No, Issa, no.
You want to see Pete Dunne back?
Yeah.
This is the Brawl and Brutes are over.
The lamest way to present him.
Brawl and Brutes are over.
He should have came in, messed somebody up. I don't know, one of the Lobos. He should have came in, messed up one of the Lobos, and then like
one of the Lobos
looked at the camera and said,
"He said one of the Lobos." That is so disrespectful.
And then looked at the camera and said, "Butch is done."
Yeah, that would have been so much more badass than this like Starbucks meeting. Like, not even me and my girlfriend meeting.
How it wasn't the Starbucks? There was no windows.
What are you gonna do? Oh, come on! It was one of the Starbucks at the subway. You've never been to one? There is a few Starbucks in the subway that have no windows. I know what I'm talking about, man.
Wait, Flobo. How is the Lobo disrespectful? Shakira is a she-wolf. Okay. So I mean, how is being a wolf like a bad thing?
No.
Yeah, how is being a wolf a bad
thing? The fact that their name is not that, and y'all are like, oh, those Lobos locals.
Because NXT spent a month rebranding them with this nightmare werewolf.
Their CGI grandpa in the room.
They had the wolf scratch.
I saw the wolf scratch. They never called themselves Los Lobos Locos.
They did. Like do you not know about subliminal messaging?
Yeah,
subliminal messaging.
It was inferred.
It's right there. It was
not inferred. That is
the chat said, Flobo, I don't know what you're watching, but even in the chat was saying those Lobos. But you know what? You're absolutely right, Flobo. I'm gonna give you some credit here. They're not Lobos. They're Huskies, bro. They don't even make it to freaking Lobos. You understand?
No,
wait, Huskies, Satos.
No, I got it better. Go ahead. Now we're gonna call them Los Flobos Locos. Los Flobos. They're yours, Flobo.
I just feel like in a promotion with Dragon Lee and the skyscraping Shane.
Why do you keep bringing up Dragon Lee?
Because these guys are actually good.
He's not seeing his dead grandpa for a month. Did Dragon Lee see his dead grandpa for a month? Did he get caught? Did he wake up in the middle of the night and stand by the door dramatically, shirtless, and open it? And Dragon Lee was not standing on the other side. No, it was Humberto saying, "A mí también me pasó." I saw it.
Right. that is backstory. You can't tell me last week you guys loved the whole Karrion Kross thing, and we'll get to that in a minute, and say, "Oh, that's cool to innovate."
Oh, I'm not saying that's my point. It's backstory. So I call them Los Lobos Locos, and you're out here like they're no Lobos.
But they
told me freaking wolf for a month. They are wolves.
And we can't just call them Los Lobos because there's a band with that name. They did the version of La Bamba from the movie.
Yeah,
I swear, I'm living in a Mandela effect. This is like Earth 2. What is going on?
Were you not there for the novelas? Abuelo.
Abuelo. Primo.
Abuelo.
Primo. Abuelo.
Tengo que serte orgulloso, abuelo, dentro del cuadrilátero.
¿Cómo se dice? Yo renuncio.
Santos Escobar. I saw everything. I know what I'm talking about.
Anyway, I like
there is no other pro wrestling podcast that brings you this kind of coverage. Just reading the chat. It's facts. It's
the novellas, yeah.
Los Huskies.
I mean, come on. We saw it all.
Talking about I said something about somebody messing. Oh yeah, Butch should have shown up, mess up Los Lobos, and be like, "I'm Pete Dunne, bitch." Boom. That would have been like, damn, he's back. But this, like, we're having coffee and tea. I don't even my girlfriends and I don't even meet like that to discuss our next steps. It was lame.
Okay, how did girlfriends meet?
I'd rather see the grandpa show up and be like, step up.
Wait, who's
And
grandpa? Wait, Tyler Bates' grandpa?
Los Lobos grandpa, because
why would they show up to Pete Dunne?
He's an employee now because they're dropping that backstory. So
and he could be like,
him.
yeah, ay, los sueños de mi fantasmas.
No me gusta el butch.
Me llamo es Pete Dunne.
This is off the rails. I can't.
They should, dude. 1 week they should do an entire episode of SmackDown like a Spanish telenovela. That would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Awful. That would be
Did you Glenn? Did you get to see the SNL skit that Bad Bunny did? That it was an entire telenovela?
No, I did not.
I'm gonna send you the link.
Okay.
It was incredible stuff. You would like it. Flobo probably won't because he don't like the grandpas. But Glenn would like this.
I like grandpas. Why you lying about me?
I don't know what's happening tonight, but I'm having a blast.
Someone needs a hug. Someone needs a hug.
You know, the thing about professional...
I'll give you pretty deadly fingers.
Yeah, the thing about NXT is you have to fill in the story gaps yourself. Like, we all know Robert Stone, after Von Wagner came over to his house, went and got a paternity test.
Yeah.
And that's why they haven't been on TV, because, you know, he's got some stuff to resolve.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and NXT's respecting the reconfiguring of the Robert Stone family and whose kids those are.
Full family.
Yeah.
And during their time apart, his wife is learning how to make spaghetti because those spaghetti were the nastiest looking spaghetti I've ever
They were pretty bad spaghettis.
Yeah, it was. Oh God, I would have just slapped her.
So, let's talk about Bayley with Damage Control versus Bianca Belair. This, look, I know.
I love this.
No.
Wait, really? This would great. This would have been the main event.
I thought it was good.
This was a really good match. I know the main event tonight was like this greatest hits crowds pleaser, but Bianca versus Bayley, that was a main event match thing.
That is not my problem with the match.
Okay, what was your problem? Hit me.
Well, two. One, I knew going into it last week there was no way Bayley was going to win this match because Bayley has lost every match for the past 3 months. And two, at 8:40 p.m. Eastern, are you kidding me?
Not even on the changeover. It was on the hour changeover. I looked at the clock.
The third segment was, sure.
Yeah.
Look, I like Bayley. Bayley's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, and that's male or female, but she has been taking too many L's, and now the Damage Control story is being reignited. And beyond, I just don't know what to make of this. I really don't, man. Like, don't give me something that I know is going to happen and make it 20 minutes long. Cut to the chase.
I liked when she tied Bianca's braid to the rope. That was cool. There were good spots in this match. This was a good match. I enjoyed it.
It was a good match, but we all know what was going to happen going in. In fact, in my notes, I put down Bianca before the match even started. That shouldn't happen.
It was very predictable. And the fact that we didn't get a story we did, but it's very slow advancement with Damage Control, like not helping her, you know, when the whole thing happened. But I like the match. I feel like the match itself, if we remove Damage Control and the fact that because we've seen it so many times, to me, felt like they were wrestling in a way that was like, you shouldn't be tired of this. I personally, I don't get tired of seeing Bayley or Bianca on my screen, so I don't know who has an issue with that. But I personally wanted the story to advance a little bit more than them just like, oh no, we're not going to help you, and that's it. I know they're teasing it, but it feels like we've been teasing it. We teased the tension, then we went back to normal with Damage Control. Then we teased tension, then we go back to normal. So it's like, what are you doing here, and why is Bianca just in the middle of all of this if you're not gonna do anything with her winning matches? I will say though, Bianca's gear is one of my favorite. And one more thing, Glenn, before you go, Flobo, I pop. It makes me so happy when people say blank female wrestler is my favorite wrestler. You know what I mean? Like, instead of saying it's my favorite female wrestler, no, they're all wrestlers. You should be able to rank top 5 and put a woman in there and not,
absolutely.
So I love the fact that Bayley is one of your favorite wrestlers.
Absolutely.
Because that's the way that they should be ranked at this point.
Yeah, she's absolutely incredible. And look, the Rumble's going to happen soon. I think we're getting Bayley and EO at Mania.
We should. And hopefully Bayley wins it. But I guess what I'm saying is, I understand when it first started with Bayley taking the L's because of Damage Control, but you add Asuka into the group, you're stronger. But what's going to happen now in January to WrestleMania to make that match something that can go either way? Because if you're going by win-loss records, Bayley has proven to me she hasn't won anything in so long. It's kind of disappointing. I want it to be
Yeah.
a mega match, but it doesn't feel that way.
Well, and same thing for like the tag division, for the Kabuki Warriors. Like they're gonna have to. I think they're gonna attack next week when Alba, Nyla have that match against Kaden and Katana. Like, because I think they gotta heat that up going in if they're gonna win those tag titles. And it would be great if everybody has the gold except for Dakota and Bailey. That's a really good storyline.
Where does Bailey go though if she leaves damage? I'm not sure I want to see her as a face again right now. I enjoy
Get the
her
Bailey
as a
buddies
heel.
back.
No, please. The old
The
entrance music and the
Yes!
side pony. That's why she's growing her hair.
Yeah. What
You
if
can
she
get the
does
side
it?
ponytail again.
Wow.
What if she does it but like sarcastically?
That would be actually incredible.
Yeah.
What if
Sarcastically
the
hugging?
what if the little people are not smiling? They're just like a frown face on them.
Yeah, they could have fun with this.
What was that for?
I was with Frony.
Do they keep her heel? I mean, like, we're only a year or two away before like Izzy gets a Performance Center contract, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you say he's inside the Performance Center, yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, like that. Izzy is a face and Bailey is a heel. That's a pretty good match. Like that's got to happen. That's gonna be some of that long term WWE NXT storytelling. Got to happen.
Yeah.
CJ Hennessy 499 super chat saying face turn Bailey for finally getting her WrestleMania moment. It's really been brewing since 2014.
Sure, she deserves it.
Bailey won as a face at WrestleMania 33 in Orlando.
What was the match?
She retained, but it was a multi-women match. I can't remember.
Yeah.
It had Sasha, it was Bailey, but Bailey did get a big WrestleMania win as a singles and face. So maybe a heel Bailey gets her WrestleMania.
Oh, I like that. Sure.
Yeah.
Ding dong, hello.
We'll see.
Don't forget how she carried the pandemic. I mean, yeah, I talked
know.
about Cameron Grimes and LA Knight, but Ding Dong Hello Bailey was like top notch.
Everything. Her and Sasha did
That
so much.
first episode when it was her and Sasha out there with no crowd, she saved that. She is the reason people kept tuning in after that first awkward 15 minutes. Like she was great.
Oh no, CJ, you can count on that because Glenn can't even remember to respond to my text message or what I texted him about
responded
5
today.
minutes ago. You
Wow.
did.
WrestleMania 33, Bailey
Actually,
beats Charlotte, Nia Jax, and Sasha Banks for the Royal Women's Championship.
I'm actually the horrible one at replying back. I don't know why I put that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. But I am like lately. I'm mixing up words. I meant to say sausage tonight, and I said spinach. And like I keep sometimes messed up like mushrooms and mayonnaise. Like I get things confused sometimes. Yeah, so I'm gonna be 48 soon. And it's all downhill from here.
That mayonnaise pizza gonna slap.
Yeah. Anyhow, so Damage Control's backstage segment though. They just got to keep this cooking long enough to get past the Rumble.
It's been cooking.
I know, but
it's now looking like Robert Stone's
boil.
wife spaghetti at this point. That's how long it's been cooking.
It's gonna hit a boil after the Rumble.
Ew.
It should have already boiled and been drained, and
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, after you boil it and drain it, the important thing is you have to rinse it with cold water to stop it from cooking.
Right.
Or there you used to get gummy, sticky spaghetti.
Oh.
Well,
and you want to rinse some of the starch
cold
off.
water
Dude,
for
write this
so
down.
long that it went back to its normal form.
Yo, Glenn's dropping science, bro.
You don't know like, if you don't put cold water in your spaghetti. You know who doesn't put cold water on her pasta?
No, if you say Lobo, I swear to God. If you say the Lobo
Robert Stone's wife.
Yeah.
You're like, how husky is those spaghetti?
Those huskies.
Because when you go back for seconds and it's just like all the pasta's clumped together.
Yeah.
That's why you got to rinse it off more.
I'm taking notes, man. Thanks.
Yeah. So Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits were out there.
Yeah, they were. I love the fits.
They look good.
He screamed business, but we're gonna take this outside. I like them more than the suits.
Paul Hellering came out and just pointed up at the Titantron.
Yeah.
To a video from Karrion and Scarlett talking about
You can't
AOP.
make eye contact with him. I heard you get like hypnotized. And then you join like a cult. So do not make eye contact with
Or you
them.
stop smoking. Because he can hypnotize you.
Well, the one good thing I liked about this is that it looks like the group is going to be called Final Testament.
The one good thing.
There's the Old Testament, the New Testament, now the Final Testament.
I guess that's cool. But
The Bible, man. Kids
wreck.
love the Bible.
The whole thing's a train wreck. And if you allow me to rant just a little bit, what the hell are we doing? Bobby Lashley is somebody that should be a singles competitor. You put them with the Street Profits, a group that was fine by themselves, and now they're a group with no cause. So they're walking around SmackDown, not knowing what to do, and now they feel with Karrion Kross, a failed project who's tried 2 years to get over and couldn't do it. And now he's with AOP, a group nobody asked for, and Paul Ellering, who's actually pretty dope, in a video package that what makes no sense. Who are you rooting for? Who's the good guys? Who's the bad guys? Why is Karrion Kross attacking these black men? Can someone let me know what's going on? What is going on?
The video seemed random, like one of those Gathering of the Juggalos announcements, where it was like, yo, we got the two most dangerous men, Akam and Razor, and then someone really depraved in Paul Ellering, and then Karrion Kross, and then a set from Carrot Top. You know, yeah, it was very.
And then they used footage from like 5 years ago too.
Yeah.
I was like, is this a throwback Thursday that I missed out on, or what?
I'm confused, man.
It's random.
Mhm.
They're creepy. I mean, they're supposed to be dark, and they're the final testament.
Can't wait for our truth to join them too.
No,
Our truth. It is, but yeah, it is sort of. I mean, I guess that's the problem, right? I mean, like, where sometimes random factions and gatherings work out. I mean, Judgment Day didn't seem fully cohesive from the get-go.
Fair.
You know,
'Cause Edge
so
was
maybe
in
this will
there,
work.
yeah.
You know,
Maybe. But I don't think if you want this, it depends. If you want Karrion Kross and AOP to work, I don't think feuding with Bobby Lashley and Street Profits, which is a group we don't know why they get, is going to be the reason. That's why it's kind of like, who am I rooting for here?
and also, why didn't our truth show up? Why didn't our truth show up tonight to try and get in the main event?
He should have.
With the
What was the
bloodline.
question, Issa?
Sorry.
Who would you put them against? Like to both of you, like if you, because I agree with you. I don't think this is the right feud to like introduce them and establish them. So, but I don't know who I would put them against either.
I hate to say this because he's on his own track, but if you have this group destroy LA Knight and say we're going to take you out because you're flashy and we do this, that would make sense.
That
to
would be
me.
great.
I like that though.
I love that idea.
It's a
And
good
he
idea.
randomly starts bleeding. They show listen, Paul Ellering points at the title and they said LA Knight and they go back to him.
Suplexes. Ugh.
Paul Ellering can explode heads with his mind. So, you know.
100%. Don't make eye contact.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
man.
true. It's like Medusa. So Pretty Deadly was backstage approaching Paul Heyman.
I love this so much.
Mhm.
But you know how I am with Pretty Deadly. They're my fave. But this was actually fun. It was cute.
Yes, boy.
Yeah. And then Lashley and the Prophets ran into Heyman, tried to get Lashley, but Lashley only wants Roman.
Don't we all? Get it.
Then Carmelo Hayes versus
Ma'am.
Carmelo and Austin, which this
Don't
was a
we
really
all?
yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Carmelo and Austin, this was a really good matchup until the injury happened. But yeah, just really, I thought Carmelo, his entrance was good. This was his best main roster showing thus far. It's unfortunate the match ended the way it did, but I thought he had his confidence, his swagger. Like this was really good until the unfortunate spot happened.
100% true. I like Carmelo. I think if handled correctly, he'll have a good career. I just hope that he gets that chance.
Yeah.
When you look at the replay, to me, it seemed like Austin Theory got the worst of that, no? Okay, that's what I thought too.
Don't look good though. I wouldn't want.
It didn't look good on either end, right? It didn't look like the move went as planned, clearly.
Yeah.
But the replay like really hit me when I saw like his whole head like twisted in a way he probably should have not twisted. I just hope that everybody is okay and it's nothing serious. But it's crazy. Like these accidents happen all the time. These people are putting literally their bodies on the line just to entertain us. And yeah, like I said, I hope everybody's okay. But it looked rough.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it was a banger too. Like they were killing it. As soon as they announced it, I was like, get your popcorn, because I had a feeling it was gonna be good. And you know, Austin Theory probably wants Melo to have that one match, right? Because in my opinion, the first match, we talked about it. It was okay, but it was just okay.
Yeah,
right? His first match on SmackDown. Second match, I enjoyed, but you gave Kevin Owens the win. I feel like this might have been an opportunity to really present us Carmelo Hayes, and unfortunately, it didn't go as planned. Hope everybody's okay.
Yeah. We went from that to then Randy Orton making his way down to the ring. And this was going to be a 3-on-2 match for the main event. And Jimmy and Solo attacked Randy to even the odds.
He didn't even try to use his legs.
His secret power, the legs.
Yeah.
All bears have been tamed.
He that was the biggest heel move. Like, can't they just like wait like until he does the pose before they take him out? That would have been great.
The disrespect.
Yeah.
But at that point, I was like, I feel so stupid trying to figure out who the third person was gonna be. Like, why didn't we just automatically know that we're gonna take somebody out? Like, it made so much sense.
I was on board to see if they're going to add to the bloodline because I think they were kind of running low on players.
Right,
So I totally fell for it. Yeah.
Really? Someone see if they still got Sami Zayn's number. Like,
He's like, ooh.
yeah.
He gave a story like it's a good show when you have a story from the beginning of the show and it carries all the way to the end. But at that moment, I was like, yeah, why didn't we see this coming? You know what I mean? Like, we should have known this is where it was gonna end up.
I mean, this wasn't really.
Why wouldn't you take out LA Knight?
He didn't come out first
because Randy didn't want to work the whole match.
Take him out backstage.
This didn't feel like a real match. This was all over the place, very flashy, very like, let's just get our shit in. Crowd was going crazy for it
between AJ Styles and LA Knight.
It got along enough.
AJ Styles don't want none. LA Knight. He don't want to work with him. And then what happened, Glenn?
Randy Orton came out, and then they all ganged up on them, and they power bombed Solo.
He didn't do the pose too. Like, I don't understand why didn't everybody stop wrestling so that he could do the pose.
We got some RKOs.
Like a Power Rangers episode.
Yes.
But we got some RKOs.
Everybody.
Yeah, he's unfazed by super kicks. See that? He's like,
I said that. I literally said, why did he completely no sell that super kick? Like,
it's a fake Jordan.
If you would have kicked him in the legs, I would believe it.
Right. So they beat the Bloodline, and the Bloodline started attacking them after the match, and then it just all went to, devolved. But then Paul Heyman called.
We got the Temu, whatever the hell that cheap ass website that people shop from. The Temu freaking Shield powerbomb from LA Knight. The disrespect.
You call it a Temu powerbomb, ma'am?
Yeah, yeah. They're not the Shield. They will never be the Shield.
Really? Wow.
Yes, really. If it wasn't LA Knight, if it would have just been AJ and Randy, I would have bought it a little bit, but not with LA Knight there.
Why you say LA Knight hater?
Because he lost.
Everyone lost. That's what makes it an alliance. Everyone came across the track.
He lost to Roman. He shouldn't be here.
So did Randy Orton. That's why they're together. So they all lost together.
We're talking about years ago. This dude just lost like 2 months.
Yeah. If Issa's the GM, you lose to Roman, you're off TV for 3 months.
That is not how that works. There'll be no one
No,
else
you're not off TV for 3 months. I will have him
washing Roman's car.
Randomly bleeding backstage when Paul Ellering shows up. He could wrestle Cameron Grimes. So you guys want to see Cameron Grimes?
Sorry.
Then put him against Cameron Grimes. So you guys get your Cameron Grimes.
That is awful.
Plenty of things for him to do. Who did you say? You say somebody should come in and take him out. Who, like the judgment testament, whatever they're called. They can freaking work with him. There's plenty for him to do.
Mind you, Roman Reigns has the next pay-per-view off because he's just Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
and he's not going to Australia because that's too much jet lag on my tribal chief. Thank you.
Yeah, if they lose, LA Knight and Randy could team up against Los Lobos Locos.
They're not Lobos.
They're crazy wolves.
Quit.
I feel like our podcast was so much more entertaining than the show today.
Yeah.
They're not Lobos.
They were scratched by wolves and they became wolves.
Yeah.
There were tattoo images. I don't know what they are.
I don't know, but I want to know what they used to get rid of the scar.
Yeah.
Like they could imagine that could be a gimmick though. Like they could start like a side business selling this lotion that they use.
Selling lotion.
Bro, they will go viral on TikTok. They just gotta go live and rub the lotion on their little wolf bodies.
Mederma's real, man. That stuff works.
The legato disrespect. The real legato disrespect.
Imagine them on TikTok live.
TikTok.
Wait,
and
then with
you
a bunch
too
of-
could be the main event.
And then we don't, no, you put a bunch of huskies and wolves in the background because I'm gonna tell you something. If I'm scrolling through TikTok and there's a live with dogs, I'm stopping and I'm joining. So if they have their lobos in the background, listen, Los Lobos lotion? No!
You guys are awful. I'm going to be the only person proved right a year from now.
You can't give us like a month of that build up on NXT and be like, nope, psych, they're not werewolves. That's like, like
they
Tony
never
D'Angelo.
said they were.
That's like Tony
Yes, they
D'Angelo
did.
is a
They
legitimate
never said
businessman.
Look,
You can't
they
do
were
that.
saying they were a bunch. They were out there Lothario wing, and they go, look, we're gonna be serious and honor our family. They hooked them up with Santos, who's all about family and legacy of Lucha
And
Libre.
why
That's
did they
why
have the
They
werewolf
randomly
scratches after
showed
the
up.
dream?
Yeah,
That-
where's the grandpa?
That was not Grandpa's still there. He's still in the spirits or whatever. Because he mentioned, because Santos on commentary was like, I know Hector Garza. I get that. Okay, the tattoo stuff is weird. I
Okay,
get that.
I know a Hector
So did
Garza
Idris
too.
and
That's
Ophase.
actually a pretty basic name around here. Like, I actually know a Hector Garza.
Yeah, Hector Garza down there in Bayamon.
There's 100 of them in
Did
the
I?
combo.
That's what we're talking about. Okay, again, Idris and Ophase did the V tattoo. The wolf tattoo is dumb. I get that. But the whole legacy thing of Legado still works with these guys. Keep it your heads.
Now they're werewolves.
Yeah,
Oh.
definitely werewolf.
Yeah, so much just a better gimmick. Next time LWO is going to bring some silver bullets, take them out.
Bam.
PG, dog.
Yeah.
PG.
Only way to stop them. No, I think this was an
Oh
okay
my God,
show.
listen, what if we have some CGI wolves show up like the Twilight ones and they communicate, but then you hear the Angel and freaking Humberto voices, but it's like the wolves that we're seeing.
Yeah,
Like the video package that we got for the final day, whatever. Like imagine that, but with like these wolves talking to each other through telepathy. Like
Yeah.
listen, Twilight was big back in the day.
Getting buried by CGI. Wow.
I think WWE's got the money. You know,
They do, sadly. They would
yeah,
do.
they could get some mocap going on. It'll be good. It'll be good stuff. This was an okay episode. Royal Rumble's 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Oh God,
That's true.
I need to start getting ready then.
Are you participating in the Rumble?
I'm going to the Rumble. I got a lot of work to do out there.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, congratulations.
So when you interview them, like you need to talk to
That's
them
what
about.
I mean
like,
by getting ready. Like
I was like, are you going to fight the Rumble?
no, she's
Number
gonna interview
30.
at the media day.
I'm gonna interview Los
Los
Lobos.
Lobos, yes, at the media day, first thing, and be like, "Yo, so when there's a full moon, do you have to like not wrestle because that's an unfair advantage?"
La
or,
cara del fantasma.
you know?
Bro, don't give me ideas.
And by the way, Flobo, Legado del Fantasma, the Legend of the Ghost. Like,
Yeah,
think about
not
it.
wolves.
So we got ghosts, we got wolves.
Yeah, Ghost
like,
makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
Ghosts make sense, but wolves.
They
are a
never
step
really-
too
they
far.
never
Why
like,
are you gonna
possessed
say
by a
Ghost
wolf.
makes sense, but Wolf don't?
Because
What
that
do you
was
have against wolves?
Santos'
What
name.
did a wolf bite you when you were a child? Were you raised by wolves and now you hate them?
Not many wolves in Brooklyn. But look, I'm saying Santos was
Bobby,
always
there was a
the
vampire in
fantasma.
Brooklyn. They made a movie about it.
Yeah, there was one vampire, but he was in a werewolf. It was Eddie Murphy. it was not a werewolf.
Wow.
Underrated film. But yeah, no, I think Issa and Media Day, this is what you have to get to the bottom of.
Oh, 1000%. I will investigate.
Yeah.
If I
MDP's
I
right.
get them on media day, I'm asking about the tattoo.
Yeah. It's gonna be so good.
Ghosts make sense, but wolves don't. Come
Yes,
on.
because
What
it's
the
Santos'
hell?
name for what he's always been Fantasma, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but these guys are lobos.
They never said they were. They
Yes,
never
they
said,
did.
They never said they were wolves. They never
They
said
did.
they were.
You get scratched and bit by a werewolf, you become a werewolf.
They
Yeah.
never were bit by
Have
werewolves.
you not
grandfather
seen the
was.
Michael Jackson music video for Thriller?
Yeah.
Oh no, that was
Eddie,
but anyway,
dances with werewolves. And
Well, he's
he's
also
not
a werewolf in Thriller.
yeah, he's
Oh,
like
that
a
was the
werewolf
beginning.
zombie.
Yeah, it was
Maybe
pretty good.
they're okay. So the
Oh,
grandpa was a
werewolf
zombie.
zombies.
The grandpa was a zombie, and then they're the werewolf. So it's like the Thriller video.
Oh my god! I don't know what to do.
Vince McMahon is saying they said they were werewolves. I seem to.
Yeah.
I think that happened.
They're
Yeah.
wolves, pal. Lordy.
Anyhow, so Roman not announced for Elimination Chamber in Australia. Rock versus Roman
Not even
WrestleMania.
It's first of all.
Yeah.
Second of all, that's got a lot of jet lag. For him to go there for like a day, no, we're not gonna do that.
It's gonna be Mania. Cody could finish the story at Survivor Series.
Bummer.
What story?
There, though.
The only people talking about Cody's story is the fans. Cody's not even talking about the story. Cody is out there doing Cody things.
Roman's gonna surpass Hogan's record.
Cody things.
Because he doesn't talk about the story. Like the fans are like, he's gonna finish the story. I'm like, what story? Cody doesn't even. He's like never even mentioned Roman by name. Like people are just fantasy booking themselves into like this. I don't even know what they're doing.
No. The Triple H press conference after Mania when he said, "Well, people talk about
Mania
this story, and this was the finishing the chapter, and now we're into a new chapter in the story."
Yeah, even he said it.
The new chapter doesn't include Cody.
Correct. You move on from like a new character. That's how it works.
Wow, Cody thinks.
Yes. Okay.
Cody thinks like fighting Shinsuke and Brock and being with Jey Uso for a week.
So that's our podcast for tonight.
We should get Flobo to howl a little. You know, like
I quit. I actually learned this in Spanish. Yo renuncio. But I'm going to Elimination Chamber, so hopefully I get a match of some kind of caliber.
Wait, you're going to Australia? That's amazing.
Oh yeah, it's Elimination Chamber. Baby, gotta go. I thought this was gonna be a Roman match, but apparently that's not gonna happen.
TNA Hard to Kill's this weekend. TNA's back.
Are you going, Glenn?
No. Like 1 in 20 people have COVID right now. I'm not going to a live event.
What are you talking about? In Vegas?
No, in the country.
Again?
Yeah, it's surging right now.
Oh, great.
Yeah, no. But maybe I'll watch Hard to Kill this weekend. The Steven Seagal movie. And then I'll watch the TNA pay-per-view Hard to Kill.
I figured you would start Steven Seagal first.
Yeah, it'd be a good time. I'm all caught up on Reacher, so I gotta
Oh, how was that?
Reacher, if you like watching someone who solves all his problems with violence, Reacher is the show for you.
With or without Tom Cruise?
No, the TV show where the dude's huge. The guy, I mean, it's like, remember how weird John Cena looked in 12 Rounds? Where you're like, this doesn't look like an actual human interacting with other humans.
Right.
Like
that's how he looks all the time.
Yeah, Reacher's got that. He's got like big guy. Oh. And there's no problem that he can't solve with his fists.
I was talking about the humans interacting with other humans, not the way that he looked.
But no, I recommend Reacher on Prime Video. Anyhow, thanks everyone. We'll catch you back here. Tune in for Monday for Raw. Houston, I'll be back Tuesday for NXT. What is JC Jane's plan to save Chase U? We'll find out all that and more Tuesday night on the Wrestling Inc. podcast. Have a great weekend, everyone. Flobo's at Flobo Boyce. Issa's at NYC Demon Diva. That's Steve with a 1. I'm at Glenn Rubenstien. We'll get you back here next time on the Wrestling Inc. podcast. Take care.